This is the Roller Coaster Podcast, and I'm your host, Lucy Q. Life is a wild ride. It has twists and turns. It's scary, exciting, and downright fun. So throw your head back, arms in the air, and come along with me for the ride.
Life is like a roller coaster, baby, baby. I wanna ride.
Do you hear that whisper? That little voice that tugs at your heart, telling you to start living your best life. If that sounds like you, then now is the time to join Untitled Growth. It's the only place online where you can connect with and learn from great coaches with different areas of expertise. Why live another day not believing that you're enough, not seeing all that is possible for you? Why live another day dimming your own light? Nectar is the perfect place for you to discover the real you and uncover who you're meant to be. Life is a journey that we are not meant to walk alone. Nectar gives you a nurturing and supportive community to walk with you on your journey. Start living your best life and see what is truly possible. Come join us at nectargrowth.com. You know you're worth it.
Ride.
It's a new year, and so many people likely set a New Year's resolution around health and fitness. But chances are, although we're just a few days into the new year, those resolutions have been long forgotten. Why is it that our overall health is so important, yet we continually push it to the bottom of the list? Joining me today is Brooke Robinson of Be Tribal Fit to share how you can prioritize your health. Welcome to the roller coaster, Brooke.
Thank you so much for having me. This is going to be so fun.
So tell me, I had a little snoop around.
Yes.
What is Be Tribal Fit?
Be Tribal Fit. I can say, first off, I feel like it's the sum of my whole life. I created Be Tribal Fit. The B stands for Brooke. The tribe part stands for community. Essentially, I fell in love with group fitness, but I just needed a different name. I didn't want to say group fit. So I just tribe. It's our tribe. Find your tribe. And then fit. And basically it means a whole bunch of fit: physically fit, mentally fit, spiritually fit, emotionally fit, striving for the holistic package. So Be Tribal Fit is an online subscription fitness and health, eating and fitness subscription where I just create fun and effective workouts for women, and really their families join, for them to do at their homes or on vacation. Basically, I want women to love moving their bodies. I want them to look forward to it. And so Be Tribal Fit is just a way to help ladies move their bodies anytime they want to, at the convenience that they want to, at a price that they want to, all while kind of getting pumped up. I have a lot of women say they press play on these workouts and they just listen. They just need the encouragement from what me and my special guests have to talk about. And so that is it. It's a subscription fitness business.
And where does your passion from this come from? Do you have, what's your why? What was really the driving force behind all of this?
Yeah, driving force. This is where it comes around full play. Being in my 40s, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I think this is what I was made to do. My passion comes from being raised by a father who, when I was little, I thought it was normal to be forced to work out, to eat the right things. It was a have to. It wasn't a get to. It was, you look a certain way in order to be loved. You look a certain way and I will love you. Very conditional love. And so as I grew up, I just thought that was the normal. I thought, men are only going to really love women if they're beautiful physically. And I have to I have to make this happen. And I never, ever had an opportunity to make it happen for myself. I never found the goodness of moving our bodies and eating right as an overall health for me. So my childhood was scary. My sister and I have one older sister, Kim, and it has been over the last 3 years that we realized how abusive our childhood was, as she was recalling memories and we were doing therapy. And so that is the initial push behind it. I don't regret having a father that was, I mean, really kind of like a monster. I don't regret that because of what I learned through it. I struggled horribly as a teenager with exercise, anorexia, had a fear of fat, which I think any kind of eating disorder, exercise disorder, any kind of disorders they'll be different and unique to yourself. And so I really struggled as a teenager and even in college. And, I didn't even come out of it or see the light until I met my husband, who was like, man, you're just beautiful inside. And so, yeah, that's where it comes from. And then I had the babies and I had nowhere to work out. And then I got trained in some group fitness classes at a gym, and I really didn't have anywhere to teach at the gym. All the classes were full. They didn't need any other instructors. And that's when I met with some mentors. I met with some women that were probably 10 years older than me, laid it all out there. And literally the next week, I started meeting with them and their friends to work them out at a time that was convenient for them. And so that's how Be Tribal Fit started. Just started that I traveled around my community leading women in workouts, whether it was in someone's garage or at a clubhouse somewhere. Yes.
Given your story, it sounds like you really get that emotional side of healthy eating, wellness, fitness.
Yes.
You bring that into everything that you do?
Oh my goodness. Absolutely. Absolutely. Every single workout that I get the opportunity to teach, I am reminding these women of good words. And hopefully their families and whoever else is hearing the workout will hear that, but they hear that what they are doing is the best decision that they can make for that day, that prioritizing them there's no higher thing that they could do, not only for their health, but for the health of their family and their community. I was in such bondage to weighing a certain amount, eating the right foods or not foods, that I get what it feels like to be absolutely stuck, to be just consumed with unhealth. And even growing up as a little girl, just the thoughts and the sentences I would hear from my dad has taken a long time for me to realize that was crap. That was not true. I am so worthy of love, and I can make this decision to take care of my body because this is the only body we've got. And I want to play with my grandchildren when they are, when they're little, and I'm older. And so a lot of my workouts are geared towards women. And, I don't want to absolutely brutally put anyone, like make the workouts so hard that no one can do them. So I start at the beginning with every workout. I start with the basics, and I always have a special guest with me so that one of us can be showing the lower impact options for all the ladies, because every single woman is different in their fitness level and in their health journey.
And I think that's key, because so often you find programs that they're demonstrating. I'm in never mind my 40s. I'm in my upswing to my 50s. I'm 48.
I'm right behind you, lady.
So, and I've had, for different reasons, okay, I'll be honest, different excuses. I'm although I eat really well, the workout component always seems, I go for a while, but then I have a chronic back issue, and then I'm laid up, and then I get back to it, and I keep in this revolving
cycle.
Door. And it's good to see that there's another woman my age out there that is taking that slow step into, well,
Mhm.
this is where you start.
Oh my gosh, you've got to start at the basics. You absolutely, there'll be days, and I'm with you. There's days I wake up and I'm like, oh, my back. I'm the same. I'm like, I've been carrying too many children and too many groceries, and honestly, too many cats. And I know you like cats too. So we carry a lot of things as ladies, and I'll have a sore wrist one day or a hurt neck the other day, and I wear my knee brace. And I'm like, I just need to take it slow. And literally 5 to 10 minutes into every workout, I'm like, I am so thankful I press play on this. I am so thankful. Even if I just have 10 minutes to move my body today, this is going to change my whole mental outlook.
Definitely, it definitely does. But why is it, and I'll speak to women,
Yeah.
why is it that we as women, we fail to prioritize our health?
Because there are so many other things demanding our attention.
But yeah.
There's so many things. We forget to prioritize our health. My number one reason, honestly, is that we've never hit the fun factor on it. It has never been fun for us. It feels a lot of us that are in the cycle of starting, doing good, doing good. I'll skip a few, I'll skip two. Oops, been a week. Those are been 2 months. That is, we haven't found, in my opinion, the right exercise format that we just love. I may love Pilates, and then all I do is go to a cardio class, and I'm so burned out on that. I don't want that. I want what's right for me. We need to find what is right for ourselves. We also need to find the right community that champions us, encourages us, holds us accountable to doing that. And that is one of the things I have put on my website and my app. Is I have a plethora of different exercise formats for women to try: boxing, bar, HIIT workouts, Pilates, and interval training, and yoga. I have the stretches, and sometimes that's all the women need, is just to stretch your bodies a little. But I definitely think that those factors, the fun factor, the community factor, planning. I know I'm honestly not great at planning, like especially you and I would do probably really great. I'm not great at getting my meal plans down. I do eat healthy, but planning in advance has never come very natural to me. I think that's like, as a child, I'm realizing from my childhood, realizing it was like a survival mode thing, that you just kind of got to go with the flow and do whatever in the moment. So the planning is an issue with ladies. And then the community and the fun factor. So I think all of those come together. And I really, truly feel like that there has to be a little bit of a fitness magic to make it happen, like maybe the right music or the right instructor or the right time. All of those play a part in it. All of those.
They do. Absolutely. And as for planning meals, when my kids were little, they're now 19 and 22, they moved out going to college. But I can remember the meal planning. It's something that you had to do. Otherwise, you're constantly at the grocery store, but you'll get so bogged down with what in the am I going to dinner tonight? Like, seriously, it's like it has to be the worst question a mom gets asked. What's for dinner?
I don't know. What are you making us?
I'm like, I don't know. Why are you asking me? But now that our kids are gone, we hit the total easy button on meals. And
Praise the Lord.
I have a subscription for my meal delivery.
Oh my gosh, that's the glory days right there.
Like, honest to God, I just go
that.
in, I pick my meals, they arrive at my house.
Yep.
And that's the extent of it. I do very little grocery shopping outside of getting my weekly box. So if anyone's thinking about trying it, you know what? It's a game changer. It's a game. And the good thing is that you only get 2 portions.
Oh man,
so
it teaches you that.
There's no leftovers. And it's just myself and my husband. So I give him a bit more than, because he needs more calories than I do. So I give him a bit more, but there's no leftovers. And it's really hard to overeat.
And then you just can't overeat. I think that is key.
It kind of just like knocks it all off. But in your subscription model, do you
Yeah.
tackle the eating component? Are there meal plans? Are there ideas for people that, are looking to do it themselves?
The answer is yes. I started Be Travel Fit with super high hopes to tackle all of it. And really, it has been probably 90% fitness, 10% food. I have a tribe community site where we share a whole bunch of recipes and any challenges that I will have throughout the year. We always, like if it's a paid challenge, we always offer meal plans. Every week we'll offer a meal plan for those who are participating. And we're super excited. I mean, on the cusps, as this podcast comes out, we will have already switched websites that will have a website app, a tribe community site, and a whole eating portion involved where you can either pay for the fitness, you can pay for the fitness and the meal planning, or we're going to have a Be Tribal Fit Pro option, which will bring in the fitness, the food, and then we'll tackle these health issues and concerns and bring in special guests and professionals to help us throughout the year to get through together. So the answer is yes. We're finally doing it. And I'm taking a nutrition coaching class right now. I'm kind of in nutrition school, and it has been the most amazing. It's like everything I've ever known. They say it so beautifully, and I cannot wait to coach nutritionally. Also, getting down into the deep root of your relationship with food is, man, it's different for everybody, but it's key to getting your healthy eating into healthy habit zone.
That nutritional component is so important because although we're, at least here in Canada, I know there's you guys have like the food pyramid, right?
Yeah.
Which is complete nonsense. It's just marketing.
Yeah.
Different food boards, their marketing plans. But because you're taught it in school, you think if they're teaching you something in school that it's true and real. No. So understanding the nutritional side of your health is really important, really, really important, because if you're not putting the right nutrients in your body, if you're not drinking enough water, then those workouts are going to be much, much harder.
So true. It's so true. It is amazing how much of our daily diet is eating just for relief. We're not eating for energy. We're just eating because we're bored or we're upset, or, and it's going to be, I can't wait to dig down deep with my clients and talk about their relationships with food and fitness, really. You think about my story and how forced I was. Man, I had to come full circle and realize that this is what we've been given. These bodies we've been given are worthy to be treated right and worthy to have an opportunity to find our strength. I love that. I love the women that I have met with the last 3 years through Be Tribal Fit, and just how strong they feel, how confident they feel, how much bolder they feel, and the tiny the biceps they're making is just kind of a little cherry on top, but it's their mental and emotional strength that has been amazing transformation.
Because really the reason why many people aren't fit and healthy isn't necessarily because of what they're eating or how they're moving their body. It's about what's going on inside their own heads. And that affects every aspect of our life. But one of the, visible outputs is health and fitness.
Oh, it's amazing. We did a challenge last fall, and it was called New Roots. And so we were trying to take these women through a journey of becoming aware of the unhealthy habits in their life, uprooting those. We talked about the soil, like the soil in an analogy of what are we planting our health in? And we talked a lot about good words as we were to plant these little seeds back into the soil so our new roots would bloom in such a healthy way. One of the key elements is the good words that you say to yourself, the cycles that your brain tells you, the things that have been told to you, what you are saying to the people in your life. It is truly, truly amazing that so much of it is a mental battle.
Very true. Very true. And as we wrap up, Brooke, do you have any final thoughts or words of wisdom that you'd like to share with our listeners? I think as I would encourage anyone in the new year, is to just realize that you are unique, realize that you are made worthy, realize that the effort and the time and the planning, that you are going to prioritize yourself first, that it is okay, that even as a woman, you can make yourself a very, very high priority. It doesn't have to be all the time. We don't have to go nuts and do the exercise or eat healthy every single day. It just has to be a balance. And I think my hopes and prayers would be for ladies starting on their health journey is that we would recognize the times that we feel like something is telling us we have to be perfect, or something is telling us that we're not good enough, that we can recognize those lies, that we can just find a way to stay dedicated, find a way to just continue to see that the long-term perspective of choosing health and fitness doesn't have to be all encompassing. It can just be a little bit every week, but it'll be worth it in the long run. Wow. Well said. Well said. And Brooke, where is it that people can find Be Tribal Fit and join your community?
Well, I have a website and it's just super easy. It's just the letter B for Brooke. So Be Tribal, TRIBAL fit.com. So that's the website. And once you're there, I have a website and an app and a community group site that's all connected in one. I'm also on Instagram, just at Be Tribal Fit. And that is it. You can also email me, Brooke at betribalfit.com. Send me all the DMs. I would love to hear from people. So many people. What I love about just our virtual world we're living in is it'll be years before someone will actually reach out to me. And I'm here for it. I'm ready for your little questions. I'm ready for your big problems. So let's go.
If you're looking to connect with Brooke and join Be Tribal Fit, make sure you check out the show notes. I'm going to have all of the links in there. And Brooke, thank you so much for joining me and sharing your story today.
I am honored to be here. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Roller Coaster Podcast. Want to chat or share your ideas about today's show? Pop me an email at hello@therollercoasterpodcast.com. Don't forget to connect with me on Facebook and Instagram at The Roller Coaster Podcast. Our theme song, Roller Coaster, was performed by The Lucky Setback. Audio editing by the one and only Jeff Quigley of Quigley Creative.
Life is like a roller coaster, baby.